Yeah, not all floor cracks are just a simple separation of the concrete slab. Sometimes it actually comes with a violent upheaval of the actual concrete floor. In this case, a particular homeowner in the Providence, Rhode Island area had contacted us after a monumental rainstorm. So they had about 6 inches of rain in a 24-hour period during a summer storm here. And the amount of rain actually put so much upward pressure on the floor that it heaved it and displaced it over an inch. So why is this caused? Well, how does this happen? Well, the good news is, as we've discussed in previous podcasts and blogs, is that the floor generally is not a structural component of the overall house. Most of the weight of the house is going to be landing on the walls of the concrete, as well as the columns and the footings that are placed throughout the foundation area. The floor is just a continuous slab that is meant for keeping, flooring and having, a surface that is above dirt and all the other stuff that goes down below the concrete. So with this particular issue, you had so much hydrostatic pressure from having so much water and not enough drainage in this area that it actually caused the entire slab of the floor to lift and displace when it kind of came back down once the water pressure went away. We often see this at times with patios in concrete patios outside because they're not below the frost line. So you'll see that there's going to be a separation from one side to the other when there's a crack that develops, because the freezing and thawing of the soil is actually going to put unequal pressure on the slab. And that's exactly what happened in this case. More often than not, it results from a small crack that was already existing in the foundation. So in most cases, when you're seeing a floor crack downstairs in your basement, it may not have issues with it. It may not have any sort of leaks with it. It may not look dangerous or anything, but that's going to be the natural weak point where we have these really large rainstorms or have a massive deep freeze that is going to cause issues. That's where it's going to lift. So what can you do here? Well, if it already has happened, it's really about how bad did it occur, right? Is it just a small area? Is it the entire floor slab? Can it be fixed, or does it need to be replaced? So usually contacting a foundation contractor like A1 Foundation, we can make the determination very quickly with you. Is this salvageable as it currently stands, or is this something that needs to be cut out and replaced? In reality, it's hard to get it back to being perfectly level. So understanding what your goals are with the foundation floor is going to be important too. Are you putting down a carpet or a vinyl floor, or are you looking at tiling it? In certain cases where it has lifted and has separation, we can use diamond grinding wheels to basically transition that high to low point softly, so that way the flooring, when it goes down, is not going to have a giant step in there, because most floors are going to be over 3 inches thick. If you have a really old foundation, that floor might only be an inch or two thick, and we won't have enough concrete to grind down there. So there you are looking at full replacement. Also, sometimes you're looking at a large area. If it's a large area that heaved, or if it's heaved and displaced a significant amount, usually you have to saw cut that area out and re-pour a concrete floor in that area. But for the areas where the floor cracks are salvageable, usually we use a hybrid epoxy material to chemically bond the concrete back together, and we're able to smooth off the concrete as best as possible. Knowing if you're going to put a flooring down over the top, a flooring contractor can put an overlay down there to smooth off any transition, so you're not seeing a huge bump in the floor. So to prevent this from happening, there's two things that you would want to do. One is, if you have foundation floor cracks, you really want to make sure that they are sealed and that they are epoxy bonded together, because that will help prevent any sort of major shifting that occurs. The other thing that you want to be aware is, if you have a really high water table in your area, you want to potentially consider putting in a sump pump. A sump pump is going to act as a pressure relief valve for the floor, so that hydrostatic pressure can't build up and actually lift and pop the floor apart. So there's preventative things that you can do that you don't get to this phase of a water issue or a floor issue. But once it happens, you really want to consult a contractor like A1 Foundation to be able to understand what the options are and what the costs are associated with getting it back to the way it was before the event.